is a vibe right now. Clearly, all of you came to party. Let's check back in with Jeremy on the street. Jeremy, where in the hell's kitchen are you?
That was great, Jonathan. Where I am is in the heart of the crossroads of the world in New York City, Times Square. Give it up. We're giving you all that love and all that energy to you. What a great way to start the year. So, tell me your names. Where are you from?
I'm Rachel Kim, and my name is Jiyoon, and we are from South Korea.
Okay. What's it like being in Times Square?
We for this board drop!
How do you say Happy New Year's in Korean?
새해 복 많이 받으세요!
Isn't that fun? Does that sound good? That's awesome. Let's meet everyone. We're gonna call this segment Meet the Square. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Jessica. I'm from California.
California, other side. So, what's your resolution? What do you want for 2026?
I want to make it to Europe this year.
You want to go to Europe? My friends from Korea might take you with them back and drop you off. Why not? So, what's your names? Where are you from?
I'm Frank. I'm from Dallas.
I'm from Miami.
We got Dallas, Miami. All right, anyone you want to say Happy New Year to at home?
All my family back in Dallas. Hello.
Happy New Year.
Anyone you want to, what's your name? Where are you from?
Sean from Daisy.
From everywhere. That's what I'm talking about. No worries. So tell me, what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Matthew, and I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Ooh, we got Texas again in the house. And what grade are you in?
6th grade.
Ooh, that's a good grade. Good year to be in. What's it like being here in Times Square right now for New Year's Eve?
It's a good time, and we're having fun.
What do you want for next year?
To be a better year and get good grades.
All right, he cut himself. I knew you were going to say something crazy, but good grade's good. Your names? Where are you from?
Myra, I'm from Dallas, Texas. And I'm Vanessa, I'm from Canada, but currently thriving in Miami, Florida.
Canada, Florida. She's having a good time. Anything crazy or good happen this year? Any accomplishments?
I started my doctorate in law at Florida International University.
Got a future lawyer right here. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see how we doing, everybody. So what's your names? Where are you from?
I'm Mina from Dallas, Texas.
Texas is in the house. Okay, what's your name?
I'm Maddie. I'm also from Dallas.
Okay, now whose idea was to come here?
Me.
Why?
Because I love New York City.
And what's the whole day been like here in Times Square?
It's been fabulous. It's really been a dream come true. We've seen the show so many times, but this is our first time here in person.
Oh, and you're doing it the right way. Try me, everybody. So what's your names? Where are you from?
I'm Thomas. I'm from Canada.
Canada?
Mexico.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay, we're here. And my friends, where are you from?
Colombia.
How do we say Happy New Year in Spanish?
Feliz Año
I knew that. But now, I want everyone. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1. We're going to say Happy New Year to this camera, okay? In 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Happy New Year to you.
Hello, Times Square! I'm here now with the host of Univision's Feliz 2026, the one and only Raul de Molina!
Thank you everyone. Hello Times Square, muy buenas noches a todos los latinos que están aquí, que lo están pasando bien año tras año en el mejor lugar del mundo. Y in just a few minutes, we're going to ring in the new year for Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and most of the Caribbean. Vamos a estar dando la bienvenida al nuevo año en solamente unos minutos a Puerto Rico, República Dominicana y la mayoría del Caribe.
What is your wish for the new year?
You know, I hope things get better for the Latino community and for the immigrants in 2026. But the most important thing is I wish everyone, including myself, good health.
And, you know, 2025 was such a year, and 2026 has the possibility of being even a better year. What's one thing that you hope happens in 2026?
There will be peace. Everyone says it is always, but peace in the world, and that we will keep living in the best country in the world, that is the United States of America.
Well, as you know, we have a confetti tradition here in Times Square, where every year people visit from around the world and they write their wishes for the new year on pieces of confetti. And then at midnight, all of that confetti is actually people's wishes floating down on us. So I think we should read some. Dig in there, see what we've got.
Bueno, aquí tenemos el primero, y estos son personas que son hispanas que lo han puesto y lo ponen en español. Ser admitido en la Facultad de Medicina de la Universidad de Barcelona, Sofía, de Málaga, en España.
That's a good wish. What else do we have?
Quiero tocar mi clarinete con más frecuencia en el 2026. Jorge, de Panamá.
We got time for one more. Go for it.
I'm going to do one more here in Spanish. Oh, this is easy. He wants to go fishing more often con mi familia en el nuevo año, pero no pone nombre.
He wants to go fishing? Oh! You know what that sound is? That's the sound of the Kia countdown. Everybody count down with us. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
¡Feliz Año Nuevo, Puerto Rico y República Dominicana! Muchas cosas buenas, señores, para todos en Puerto Rico, República Dominicana y todos los latinos que están aquí. Uno de los grandes shows que estamos presentando aquí en Times Square en el día de hoy. La reina grupera de México se presenta en el main stage aquí de Times Square por primera vez. Ana Bárbara.
De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo, de contrabando. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Este amor estoy llorando y soy como una una gata sin guarida. Las noches me las paso dando vueltas, siguiéndole las huellas escondidas. Y el corazón golpea, estoy desesperada, lo busco en todas partes. Sus besos me hacen falta. Yo le me quedo un tipo que ni ganas de provocar ni hacerte tiempo. Yo no voy a tocar. Ay, no, voy a dejar que se siento las pesadas en la boca. Ay, no me ponga. Ay, no me loca. Loca, que a mí me diga loca. Se mira y no se toca. Ese amor es mío, solo mío. Loca, enamorada y loca, capaz de cualquier cosa. Orgullo de mujer cuando está herida. Tu amor es una trampa maldita, una trampa que poco a poco acaba con mi vida. Tu amor es una trampa maldita, una trampa que está acabando con mi corazón. Me asusta, pero me gusta cuando te pones como lobo en luna llena. Me asusta, pero me gusta que me persigas como sirena. Me asusta, pero me gusta que cariñosamente me saques las venas. Me asusta, pero me gusta que llegues hasta el fondo de mi corazón.
¡Viva México! ¡Viva Latinoamérica! ¡Vivan todos nuestros hermanos latinoamericanos! ¡Feliz Año Nuevo del alma de México para el mundo! ¡Este corazón bandido los amo, pedazos de mi alma! ¡Feliz Año Nuevo!
we'd like to take a moment to thank the mayor's office and all of our city agencies for all their support in making tonight happen and bringing us more of what's happening in the square right now, the one and only Jeremy Hassel.
Yes, it's always exciting. You never know who you're going to run into. I'm over here looking for a hot dog. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls everyone across the world, I'm here with Mayor Eric Adams. How you doing, man?
Good, real good. It's good to see the people out here bringing in the new year. We're excited about 2026.
Yes, but let's take a second. It was maybe about 4 years ago, which I was here, you getting sworn in, coming in here to be here, and now you're actually going to press the button at the end of your 4 years now. What's going through your mind right now?
Well, in 2022, I stood here with a picture of my mother for all the mothers all over the globe who raised children. My mother raised the mayor of the greatest city on the globe, and so I just want to say to all the mothers out there, we love you, and we're looking forward to a great 2026.
That's good. Well, I want to know, since you're the mayor now, and your life's going to change in a few hours, what are you going to do tomorrow?
Have a single malt scotch and smoke a cigar, you know? But, you know, I'm flying out tomorrow to head to a few countries and just start a new journey, a new chapter. Once you're the mayor of the city of New York, the globe opens up to you. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And I'm looking to use technology to just bring people together, everything from blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, everything to just bring us together to be one community globally.
See, that's powerful, and that all the experience from New York and being around here, and you being in Times Square for many years. Why is it so important? Why does the world, the billions of people, want to be here and watch New Year's Eve for Times Square?
Well, I think there are two types of human beings, those who live in New York City and those who wish they could. So everyone wants to be here in New York.
And you see the smile, that's so true. And what are your wishes? What do you want for 2026?
Health and safety, and really hats off to the men and women of the New York City Police Department. They're out here. What they did in public safety over the last 4 years is just remarkable. And now they're out here. They're not home with their families. These civil servants are out here protecting people so they can bring in a great New Year's. And we just wish people a safe and prosperous and healthy New Year.
Absolutely. I'm just thinking over you for the last 4 years. What are you most proud of over the last 4 years?
Safety. Safety is a prerequisite to prosperity. And, you know, would you look at how safe we made the city? It's the safest big city in America. What we did around housing, our economy, tourism. This has been a remarkable 4 years. And if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. We made it here.
That is so true. We made it. And you made it from being a police officer, growing up here, to being the mayor. I'm excited, and we all are, to see where you're going to go next and what you're going to do. Yes. Now, is there anyone you want to wish a Happy New Year to?
Listen, she's not with me physically. Mom transitioned, but she's here with me spiritually. And so, Mommy, Happy New Year's to you. You did great by raising your son to be the mayor of the greatest city on the globe.
Come on, now that's proof right there. That's proof. All right, we're going to look into this camera, and I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and we're going to say Happy New Year, okay? In 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year.
Times Square, please welcome the chair of America 250, Rosie Rios. Rosie, can you share with us what America 250 is all about?
Thanks, Jonathan, and Happy New Year. On July 4th, 2026, we are celebrating 250 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And what better way to ring in our 250th year than right here in Times Square?
Yes.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime generation moment for the country to come together to reflect on America's story and imagine what the next 250 years could look like.
That is incredible. So how is America 250 creating opportunities for Americans to participate in this amazing moment?
Well, we're going from Guam to Alaska, from Fairbanks to Philadelphia, and everywhere in between, including here in Times Square and in Washington, D.C., where our partners at Freedom 250 are putting on a spectacular projection show on the Washington Monument. Our goal is 350 for 250, which is reaching all 350 million Americans for the 250th. Over the past year, we have launched or announced a number of national values-based programs that are unprecedented in scope and scale. I call these programs the movement. They're our lasting legacy that will connect Americans at every level and extend into international spectacles like the World Cup in 2026 and the 2028 LA Olympics. Woo! And in addition to this movement, we are planning some unforgettable moments for the week of July 4th. We will be here on July 3rd for the countdown of the ball drop to ring in July 4th, 2026. But these moments like tonight, of course, will include the fireworks, concerts, events, all the pomp and circumstance that you'd expect to see at a grand celebration like tonight. But what we're planning will be bigger and more spectacular than anything you're imagining.
I mean, it's going to be tough to get bigger than this, but let's go back to that idea of a movement, right? As you said, one of the ways that you're bringing people together is through national values-based programs. You're announcing one tonight. What is America Gives, and why does it matter?
America Gives. It's our national service initiative that will make 2026 the largest year of volunteer hours ever aggregated by our country. It's important to remember that our country was founded on service, and we're going to inspire a renewed culture of service for many years to come. On January 1, 2026, America Gives will launch our official live volunteer counter on our website, and we will begin accepting volunteer hours from all Americans. And we're asking all Americans to join us by taking America Gives Year of Service Pledge at america250.org and start submitting your hours on January 1, 2026.
Which is tomorrow.
Absolutely.
That is so exciting. Well, everyone, you heard Rosie. Go to america250.org and learn more. Rosie, thank you so much for being here and for helping us ring in America's 250th anniversary year.
Thank you, Jonathan. And on behalf of America 250, Happy New Year to all of you and your families.
Happy New Year and happy anniversary, America!
Sometimes it's easy to forget what it took for us to get here. How much sweat and care and time we gave each other. But we persevered together, showing the world that we can be noble without the burdens of nobility. And it took all of us to do it, volunteering our time, giving what we can, and giving our everything, then and now. As a nation of doers, we see a challenge and we meet the moment head on. Giving of ourselves is our legacy. Big things, little things, to make someone else's life better, to show we care, to touch someone's heart.
We're America 250, the official commission commemorating our nation's 250th anniversary on July 4th, 2026. And beginning now, we're introducing America Gives, so that every American can be a part of that legacy, culminating in our greatest year of service, not just in our nation's history, but by any country on earth.
Community by community, person by person, on our worst days, or just our Saturdays. Through service, volunteering, or giving, there are so many ways we can make every moment worthy of our legacy and take it with us into the future. It all starts now. Join our effort. Volunteer in your community in ways both big and small. Because when America gives, we give ourselves a brighter future.
next, just before midnight, we have our final performance of the evening with Tones and I bringing the world together with a special performance of John Lennon's Imagine.
right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away.
Kiss right there, man.
I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New
As the year turns 2026, America turns 250. Turn to your left, turn to your right. Embrace this moment. 350 million Americans celebrating 250 years of turning together. To rise above, to revel, to remember. We've turned fortitude into freedom, launches into landings, teamwork into triumph. And now it's our turn to show up for our country, to help write the next great American chapter together. Happy birthday, America. Here's to the next 250.
see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They're like much more than I ever knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
What a way to kick off America's 250th anniversary year right here in Times Square in partnership with America 250. On behalf of Times Square New Year's Eve, cheers to an amazing 2026. Times Square 2026 was presented by Planet Fitness. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Carnival Cruise Line, Kia, and Waterford.
And on behalf of the Times Square Alliance and Countdown Entertainment, we would like to thank the Mayor's Office, the New York City Police, Fire, Sanitation, and Transportation Departments.
And most of all, we want to thank all of you for celebrating with us here tonight. Please, everyone, have a safe trip home.
I'm Jonathan Bennett.
I'm Jeremy Hassel.
And I'm James Vaughn.
Thanks for joining us, and cheers to 2026.
Good night, Times Square. We will see you next year.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.